So you've had about 24 hours to try out the new auto battle feature inside of Diablo Immortal, and everyone's wondering, is it good? Is it bad? Is it killing the game? Well, I'm here to tell you that this is one of the most awesome features I've seen come to the game in a long time. And we had people on both sides of the fence. Some people were saying that Diablo Immortal was dying because they were bringing this to the game and it was just a terrible feature that's going to ruin Diablo Immortal. Well, I personally disagree because I don't log into the game every day to run circle farms for 4 hours. Instead, I would much rather use a feature like this. But this feature does not only work in the open world for farming. There's even a better place that you can use this, and it's where you're watching me use it right now, and that's inside of Terror Rifts. For players that don't have a ton of time and want to get the most from their time, this is the best way to use the feature, in my opinion. Now, it's not 100% AFK, but the farming of all the items that you need to get the pillars going or the spires going actually is. Let me explain really quickly because this changes how you farm for your Terror Essence. Now, let's get into it. When you go into one of these worlds and you're going to start farming for when you go into a Terror Rift and you start farming for your Terror Essence, what you're going to do is you're going to go in and have it search for a party. It automatically searches for a party with you. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put your auto battle session around near either players that you're with or around one of the spires and just let it run for 10 minutes. Don't even look at it for 10 minutes. Then when there's approximately 3 minutes left on the timer before the whole situation closes on you, what you'll then start doing is going from one spire to the next. As you can see right here, I have gone into 0 of the spires. I have not gone into any. And remember, you can go into 4 per run. I've gone into 0 and I've almost collected all of the essences that we need, the fragments that we need to go in. When there's 3 minutes left, whatever I'm at, I'm gonna go hit all 4 in a row. There's no waiting time. All 4 have spawned all around the map, so you could just take that time and dive into it and get one after the other. And on top of that, not only are you farming your 10 Terror Essence, but it's gonna make your bounty runs quicker and easier because now you can do the Terror Bounties, which take 2 minutes versus 10 minutes. Or you could even do more of your platinum farming because you could sell your Terror Essence in the market if you don't want to use them for your bounties. And when you do the Terror Bounties, you're getting yourself better legendary equipment, or you're at least supposed to get yourself better legendary equipment from that. So because of this auto battle session, it allows you to bang out many things in one time regarding Terror Essence, really, essentially your bounties because you're making them easier, your gem farming because you're doing this in a party of 4. So it's not only open world farming where you're just looking for new essences and new gear, but you can also farm the Terror Essence. And when I went in here and realized that I was able to do this, I'm like, wow, this is extremely valuable, at least to me as a player. So at this point in time, there's about 3 minutes left in the timer. I'm gonna go hit all 4 of the spires. And it literally takes like a minute and a half to do this. So 1 is down, we get our chest, and we get all of our rewards. And look at that, a Terror Essence is in there, and a legendary piece of gear as well. Now I go to the map, I just navigate myself to the next spire, and we're gonna go dive into that one. This is where the non-AFK portion of this comes into play. But what you can do is you can set it up so that you're here. Look at that, three normal gems, all blues, just waiting for me in front of that spire as well from the farm. Then we come in here, take down another boss very quickly, and move on to the next. This part right here, you have to be active for. So you could set yourself a timer, put it on the AFK auto farm mode, and set a 10-minute timer. When the timer goes off, take 2 minutes, go hit all your spires, and then leave, and then join back in again and restart it. Do that 10 times, and you get your 10 Terror Essence that you're looking to farm. Then you could very quickly go finish your bounties, you farm some of your normal gems for the day, and all is good. There's another Terror Essence right there as well. And now what I'm doing is searching for that final pillar. I don't have all of the fragments yet. It looks like I need 12 more fragments. So if that's the case, I just throw on my skills as I run to the spire and I'll get them along the way. It's actually pretty easy. As you can see, all the enemies that you kind of pass along the way will stop when we get there. They're all following me. There was another citrine that I just ran past, but it looks like my pet did pick it up. And right here, these are the last bit of fragments that we need. Boom. So essentially, active time for active play, it's gonna take you to do your Terra Rifts now. What used to take you 7 or 8 minutes is now gonna take you 2 minutes of active play. You're gonna have 10 minutes of the auto battle function, then 2 minutes of you doing this, so you could do this passively on the side. Now, this isn't as passive as the other auto battle feature inside of the game, which I'm actually running right now on the side of my iPad as I record this video, because this footage is recorded from me doing this on my my phone when I was out getting an oil change. And whenever you leave a party, always say GG and thank you to be a good teammate. There we go. Terra Rifts have literally changed forever, giving you some great rewards with this auto battle feature. Now, I'll tell you what, it's been a minute since I've actually recorded from my iPad. My iPad here is not a good iPad. It crashes, it breaks down, it's just an old iPad, but it's great for me to do this. Now notice right now, I am not running my auto battles. I've run about 3 hours of auto battles today, but a cool thing that we can really take advantage here inside of Diablo Immortal with this new feature is everybody gets 24 hours per day. So when you get into a party of 4, you can just follow someone if you want to. So essentially, when we're talking about this, we have like endless amounts of farming on auto. This, and I saw someone say this in my clan, this is better than AFK farming ever was inside of the game. This is the new AFK farm, and all Diablo Immortal did was they gave it some steroids, they juiced this thing up, and made AFK farming better than ever. And I'm currently using my Crusader open world farming build, and it works so good for this. You're gonna wanna use any builds that you have that are gonna allow you to do a big AoE amount of damage, because the skills will be popped, and then you're just gonna damage everything around you. And check that out, we just got ourselves our monstrous essence turn-in. I have gotten so many of these today. It's actually probably 10 times I've turned in monstrous essence today alone. So now, because that's here, I'm gonna go turn it in, I'm gonna get my rewards, and then I'm just gonna drop a follow back. We've gotten so many legendary pieces of gear today as well. While I'm here, let's actually go to the blacksmith. Let's salvage our stuff, and then I just go right here and I follow back. Get with the squad. You could follow one another to save some of your time that you want from your auto battle feature as well. And look at it, the legendaries, you can see them on the mini map up top. They're just hanging out there waiting for me. And if I don't pick them up, they'll be sent to my mail. And check that, there's more monstrous essence dropping everywhere. Let's actually take a look into some of the accomplishments that we've made here today, okay? So, Terra Rifts, I think I did 4 of these Terra Rifts today, and I did it in the same fashion that we did, that we were showing here today. The bestiary, easy. Like I said, I think I turned in about approximately 10 of these today. And if we take a look at our gems, don't even look at my Erebon because I haven't done that. I've gotten 12 of 12, and because I was behind from gems on other days, I'm 8 out of 24. So something that's gonna be really cool is we are always going to be able to have our daily gem find, our unbound gems, just from using this feature. It's going to be a really sweet way for people to be able to get their gems up. Let's follow somebody else. For people to be able to get their gems up and to basically improve. But the biggest point here that's worth making, there's 2 big points from today's video. The first one is, when you're out of your 24 hours for the week, you can just follow friends inside of that runaround. Then I'm about to go pick up my son from school. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this on enable auto battle, because I know for an hour, it's gonna be doing everything that it needs to do to keep me alive, to keep on farming, and then I'll come back and maybe I'll join someone and follow them again. This is all happening passively. I went to the gym. I got my oil changed. I was able to record 3 videos so far today, all while just grinding this on the side on my iPad sitting here in the desk with me putting in minimal effort. And if we take a look, I'm 7 levels above Server Paragon. A question that was being had was, are we going to be able to push ourselves and be like really pushing deep into Paragon? Are we gonna be able to maintain Server Paragon levels with this new feature? The answer, yes. Yes, we are. It's gonna be able to keep everyone that's just trying to maintain their Server Paragon level up there. Why? You're getting the monstrous essence, you're getting the experience from doing this, you're also getting gold and scrap to upgrade your gear. But because of those monstrous essence, which is a big deal, because when you turn in the monstrous essence, you get the battle pass progression. Notice, like I have for monstrous essence today, look at this, 560 right here, 560 points. That's gonna progress me like 3 levels over here when I do my battle pass turn in on Monday, just from doing that. You honestly can kind of look at other things and say, okay, if I don't want to do my bounties today, I could put them on the side because I'm just going to throw this AFK thing on. Or then, after you do your AFK and you get yourself leveled and you unlock the essences, which I've unlocked 2 of the new 6 essences already today, just from doing this AFK farming stuff. Or I shouldn't call it AFK farming, just from doing this auto battling stuff. I got 2 of the new essences. And now when I log in later tonight, I can play whatever I want. If I want to do Battlegrounds, if I want to do Survivor's Bane, if I want to do an event in game, I can do it because the grindy stuff is done. Check it out. We just collected 5 monstrous essence from the turn-in that we just did a few moments ago with you guys. If anyone was wondering about the auto battle feature, my personal opinion, it is not killing Diablo Immortal. This is actually going to be something that is going to be very good for the game for people that are in my situation. People that are adults that work, people that have children, people that have busy schedules, or even kids that are in school that need to get some grind on. They want to keep it running in their pocket. You know, when your phone's in your pocket and running and it gets really hot in your thigh. Yeah, that's going to be going on too. While they're sitting in math class, they're going to be Diablo Immortal auto battling in their pockets. Don't tell their teachers because we want to keep this game thriving. This is a good feature. And the way that it affects terror rifts, I think is going to be awesome as well. I am going to now have, moving forward, the easiest bounties because I don't like running them. Now I can do the terror bounties, fight a boss, get better gear. This is just a win-win situation. Blizzard, I have to say, I'm very satisfied with this. This is something that's very awesome. I am a fan of it. And to be fair, when you do have the game on, and when it's just doing its farming in the background, you tend to find yourself playing the game more than you may have been playing it if the feature wasn't there. So for me, I've probably had this on for 5 hours today, just kind of going in the background, and many times throughout that I managed my account, I went to the market, I did a bunch of other things inside of the game as well, so I was interacting in the game, which is just good for the game overall. An active player base, even if it's an auto battle active player base. I'm really curious on what you guys think. Do you like this feature? And by the way, another side note, this is also great for people that may have disabilities or things like that, where they want to be able to do the farming, but they have a hard time for long periods of time utilizing their hands for whatever reason. This is a great feature for those types of people as well. Just want to add that in. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you back here with another one soon.